All right, people of faith, let's take another walk. I want to talk on the subject of transfiguration, or basically leaving this. Let's talk about natural and spirituality. The natural realm versus the spiritual realm. Let's take, for example, a person that gets intoxicated. They are the significance of getting intoxicated, regardless if it's inhaling, if it's injection, if it's digestion, and then the significance of it, or the root of it, is to leave the natural realm, right? It's to leave the natural reality. The natural reality is what you can physically, is your five physical senses. So they're trying to leave outside of that reality, and they're trying to go into a higher reality. That's why it's called getting high, because you're elevating from a lower state, which is the five physical senses, into the spiritual realm, which is a higher state. But only thing about when you get intoxicated and you actually do transmit to another dimension, or outside of the physical realm, you go into the spiritual realm. The only thing about it is that you're going through an illegal portal. You're going through a gateway that wasn't designed to go through that pathway. Like, in other words, say it this way. Let's say it this way. For us to make transition from natural to spiritual was through fulfilling purpose, right? So a person that gets high, whatever, they are a person who doesn't fulfill their purpose. Okay? They're not trying to fulfill their purpose. They are at the point of death. And what I mean by that, death is leading them not just to kill, steal, and destroy themselves, but they are a ticking time bomb. And the reason why they are a ticking time bomb, because they're not trying to fulfill the perfect will why they were sent here. To be, as a spiritual creature, let's break this down. We are a tripart being. We are a spirit, we have a soul, and we live in a body. Let's say that again. We are a tripart being. We are a spirit, we live in a body, but we have a soul. The soul consists of the mind, the will, the emotion, the intellect, and the imagination. That actually that makes the physical realm function. That's how everything that we see in the physical realm actually is birthed through the soul. When God breathed into us, he molded Adam out of clay, out of dirt, and he breathed into his nostrils, and he became a living soul. So he became just like in the like mind of God, to be able to create like God. So we are able to create through our soul. Now the spirit, on the other hand, is where we're trying to, I guess what we're trying to do is elevate the soul outside of the natural realm, because the soul isn't subject to the penalty of death, which is sin. So let's go back to the person who gets high. The person who gets high, they are trying to elevate their soul past the five physical senses, but they can't, because you're going through an illegal portal. That soul has to be transformed. It has to be born again. It has to be conformed to a higher nature. They're trying to go through an illegal portal to transform itself or transfigure itself to a higher dimension. So what that does, you do with your soul, when you do get high, you allow spiritual forces to come in. If you notice the person get high, they say like, I can see, I can do everything far more clearer than I did before. Yeah, you just invited a dark force inside of you. Now, that dark force is making you a ticking time bomb. And what I mean by that is, you still want to elevate from the soul. You still want to elevate your soul from the natural realm to the spiritual